Hi, everybody. How are you? You're getting here and organized. Hi, Swampy. Here, let's get this going. Come on up, Swampy. Let me get this clicked over. Okay, there we go. Come on up, Swampy. Hello, Jackson. How are you? Hi, New Horizon. Hi, Danny D. I got notifications coming everywhere. It's good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. I put up five member presents, chats, whatever you want to call them, or memberships for the first 5 people, or first 5 people grab them. So grab them if you can. We're going to be interviewing Mr. Swamp Rat Nation, and here he is. Are you ready? He is up.
Ready, set, go.
Close.
Ready or not? Ready or not? Here we come, right?
How are you, Randy? So everybody who doesn't know, this is what Swampy looks like. I call him Swampy. His channel name is Swamp Rat Nation. I pinned it up to the top. I hope everybody brought their questions for him today. I have my standard questions that we're still working on to make them better and better. But what I would like to start off, hi Ava, how are you? What I would like to start off with is Swampy. What would you like to tell us about yourself?
Well, I'm an Aquarius. Okay. Nobody cares, right?
No, we do. That's just a different generation.
It is. We're showing our age.
Oh my. You'd walk into the bar and you'd say, hey, I'm an Aries. Like that meant something.
Yeah. Different times, but
different times.
I'll see if I can get my light right here.
Hi Bear, how are you?
Well, a little bit about me. My channel is geared currently towards metal detecting and magnet fishing, primarily treasure hunting, but I'm sort of changing it up a little bit. I've been adding some of my other hobbies, building DIY projects, repairing things, as a lot of people have seen, repairing a canoe lately. Bear just asked how the canoe is coming. It's fabulous. The canoe is working great. It's all painted up, and took it out on its first magnet fishing adventure.
That's my swiveler.
Pulled up probably 100 pounds of scrap out of the canal.
Yeah, I saw that. That canoe was full.
Yep, and it wasn't just metal. That was everything from plastics.
Hi, JP.
Two full bags of just random floating debris that I pulled out of the canal. In that way, I'm a little bit like Grandma Kelly is. My priority when I'm out there is clean up. Finding metal is great. I do scrap all the metal that I find. Other hobbies that I have, I'm an avid cyclist. I do adaptive cycling, which some people have seen my mountain bikes. They're 4-wheel mountain bikes because I have balance issues. That's due to young onset Parkinson's disease. I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease 12 years ago now. And I am 5 years since having an implant surgery done. These are the scars on my head. And that counters most of my tremors.
Hi, Magnet Mission.
And I just like staying active. I have no idea what the scrap prices are. Last time I went, I think it was 9 cents a pound.
And I think Bisbee, when I went, they were 3 cents a pound. So it has to do with where you live, and you're sort of stuck if you want to go and take them and you're just stuck with the price they have, or you leave it in your backyard till the price is good, or where you feel it's good. I'm just all about the poundage, so I don't really.
I just want the stuff out right now.
Yeah, I want the poundage.
I've got a whole bunch of stuff sitting. I keep all of mine in a storage unit downtown where I keep my camper.
Mm-hmm.
Just like my canoe, I built my own camper. I built a small square, what's called a square back trailer. It's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
a teardrop
Yeah.
or a square drop. I built
Mm-hmm.
the whole trailer myself out on a flatbed, and it fits full size bed. And when I want to go somewhere and go camping, I go down to the storage unit and pull it out. And right now I can't get it out because there's scrap in front of it.
So you got to kind of take care of that first, right?
Right. And
Yeah.
it's still too warm right now to go out overnight camping, at
How
least for
hot?
me.
How hot is it where you're at?
It's been in the mid 90s.
And at night?
And at night we've been dropping down into the high 70s. So it's been a little bit better, but the humidity is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I am getting out tomorrow. I'm taking the canoe out on an adventure, a little bit different, a video game that I play that's location based called Ingress.
Yeah.
A friend and I have a couple of Ingress portals we have to go
I brought.
visit and try to save the world from evils.
Hi, quiet listener. Okay. Okay. Anybody have any more questions, or should I start? Hugs for you, Magnet Mission. Okay, I will start then.
Okay.
What would you do if you didn't do this?
It depends on what you mean by this.
YouTube, metal detecting your channel.
YouTube, I'd still be doing the same thing. I'd be getting out, being active.
Mm-hmm.
The channel was, as most people, kind of an accident. It just kind of developed on its own, went a little bit crazy, but I'm a big believer in staying active. Activity, particularly with a disability, is paramount. With
Mm-hmm.
Parkinson's disease, it affects our motor functions, affects the abilities to, fine motor skills, particularly. So anything that I can do
Mm-hmm.
that involves keeping myself moving, I'd be doing that regardless, whether I was recording or not. My main reason for wanting to start recording was I wanted to show other people that had disabilities that they don't have to let it stop them. They can get out there. They can do what they want to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a good question.
Yep, got it. Go on. There you go.
Where did the name Swamp Rat come from? The Swamp Rat name
Cajun.
actually came before my channel. That's actually predates my channel by about a year.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the local people knew that I ran around out in the woods, that I was kind of the person that could fix everything and put things back together. So somebody called me a swamp rat one time, and it just stuck and took off.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of liked it. It's kind of a cool little name. And
Yeah,
then
I like your name too.
Swampy actually came from Miss Cynthia Swearingen. She
Uh-huh.
started calling me Swampy, and the community just kind of ran with it. So, coolest thing I found. Oh, the amount of stuff that I've found is just incredible. The best thing that I've found are the friendships along the way. This journey has brought me some friendships that are just incredible. Now, this last year, I got to meet Grandma Kelly.
It was so much fun.
Was a blast. I got to meet people like Madtown Magnet Fishing Adventures, who came down recently and spent some time with me here in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Dip, who's coming down at the end of the month. So hopefully, cross fingers, we'll get together.
Yeah, Danny's really nice too, even though he's a huge channel and stuff. Him and outdoor influencer Jeff, they're like real people.
I was impressed with Danny because he came up to me and introduced himself, and he knew who I was already. Here I was, not even 500 subscribers, and he goes, "Oh, I know who you are."
Yeah, yeah.
I watch all of your stuff, and
I think that was great.
That was a huge morale boost to me.
Very encouraging. They're very, you
Yes.
can do it. They're willing to jump in and help you out. Maybe it's just because I'm Grandma Kelly and old, but it was like, let me get that for you. Let me do that for you. You know, it was just nice. Very nice guys.
Yeah.
Really nice guys. Okay,
Yeah.
New
They're
Horizon says I'm also disabled due to a rare nerve disease called RSDCRPS. I keep pushing myself and not give up. Um, uh, I find that too many people use their disease, their handicap, their thing as an excuse. I'm not trying to belittle anybody, but I know almost anybody can do more than they're doing to make themselves
right.
feel better. What
Right.
would you have to say? I'm very proud that New Horizon keeps pushing herself. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What would
That's
you
good.
say about people moving and getting out and moving and the importance of all that?
It's the difference between, for me, it's the difference between sitting around. I've seen so many people. I mean, I'm 12 years now with Parkinson's
Mm-hmm.
disease. Most of the people that I meet who have had the diagnosis as long as me, they're in wheelchairs or they're using walkers. And you can see in my videos, I don't slow down. I have to this week because I cut my leg open and let it
Why'd
get
you do that?
infected. I was magnet fishing
Be
and
more careful.
I stepped down and we were pulling up half of a dashboard to a car.
Uh-huh.
And I caught the cut edge on it on my leg and I thought it was just a scratch and didn't think anything of it. Came home, cleaned it up, did the whole alcohol and
Mm-hmm.
neosporin, but in the last couple of weeks I've been out with the canoe, and canoe magnet fishing is a different animal. You get wet.
Mm-hmm.
You get
Yes.
very wet
I
pulling
get
that
wet
in.
anyway, so but
And well, the swamp water is not exactly good for an
yeah.
open
No,
for an open source. So, and I've been in canals that aren't the best places in the world for me to
mm-hmm.
be with an open source. So I had to go in, get on antibiotics, get all
No,
that
Johnny.
taken care of. But even that
What
doesn't slow me down.
I know he knows the answer to this. What's the number one most important shot to always keep up to date if you're a magnet fisher?
Tetanus.
I
Yep.
feel like I go to the doctor and I go there every 3 months for blood work, right? To check my blood work and stuff. And I swear I turn around and she's putting a tetanus in my arm. And it's like, didn't I just have one? She says,
Yep.
yeah, but you
So
still magnet fishing? There's another one for you, girl.
I ask the doctor, where am I on my tetanus shot every time I go in? And it's not the metal that will cause issues for
Mm-mm.
you. It is what the stuff that's in the water.
Yeah.
You get the
Yep.
cut,
Especially
and
because if the
then
metal cuts you. Yeah.
right, the stuff in the
Right.
water or the stuff in the ground is what gives you that.
Right.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay, so Joe says, Swamp, if you wasn't with Kratos, what company would you be with, and why do you like Kratos?
I like Kratos. I'm going to answer this in reverse,
Hi, Angie.
but the answers are kind of the same for both
Mm-hmm.
of these companies. Um, I like Kratos because I absolutely love Benny. The sense of community that Kratos has built is fabulous. Now, that being said,
Right.
one of the things that Benny always says is it doesn't matter what magnet you're throwing. If you're
Mm-hmm.
pulling stuff up, you're pulling stuff up. Another great company is Centurion Magnetics.
Right, man. Mm-hmm.
And the reason I like Centurion is I have had personal contact with the CEO of Centurion, Josh
Mm-hmm.
Dunlap, when he was first starting the company just before I became a Kratos affiliate. I'd actually worked with him on some of his marketing material. I have a background in marketing management. It's my bachelor's degree is in marketing management. So he had reached out to me and was picking my brain, and I was happy to help. I ended up
Mm-hmm.
I have one of the original very first Centurion magnets that Centurion put out, and they've been doing a good job keeping up with Kratos for the most part.
Yeah.
They make fabulous magnets, but if I have a choice,
I dream on wheels.
it's Kratos.
Yeah.
Kratos is just a little bit less expensive,
Mm-hmm.
and they help support my channel.
I Magnet Mission.
So
Okay,
how's
we're
that
getting
for a good answer?
that's a great answer. Um, let's see where if I got any more.
I think you did, but I missed it.
I know I stopped the chat, so I'm trying to go through it right now to see if I got any more that I missed. Well, if you have
And
another question and we've missed it, please put it up again.
I see so
Okay.
many people that
Yeah. I think Benny's wonderful too, Joe. He's a very nice man. And I'm sure the people of the other companies are very nice too. I just never met them. And when I was looking to go on an affiliate program, he's the one who responded, and everybody else was like, "Come back later when you have
right.
more," or they didn't respond. Hi, Louise. I missed you. Hi, Mandy. I think I missed you. Hi, keep digging. Do we got everybody? We got our
I
highs
saw
up.
I saw Dream on Wheels.
Hi,
Travis
Dream on
and Ryan.
Wheels. Nice. What is the best comment you ever received?
The best comment. I honestly don't know.
That's good.
Really don't. I look at comments, best I can.
Right.
Uh, okay, there's two questions I just saw come up.
I saw
What
what
made me want to start my
you got your channel.
channel?
Yep, that's pin that one.
I was just having fun throwing the magnet. I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know any of that. I just decided one day, you know what? Originally, I was looking at YouTube as a format to record more of my camping and outdoors stuff. And I just don't do that as much. And then I just decided, you know what? I'm going to go record a few of my other adventures outdoors. And it just went from there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's my favorite channel? Joe. I don't know if I really have a favorite channel. I mean, there's so many good YouTube channels out there in so many different areas. Obviously, I watch Grandma Kelly a lot. I do watch Michigan Gems, Joe.
She asked that question a little different though. Swamper, am
Oh,
I your favorite
am
channel?
I your favorite channel? Absolutely.
Absolutely, Joe. Absolutely.
Absolutely, Joe.
Okay, Angie and Rick. Why don't you give me the email that you sent him? I need the address, the email address that you sent him, Angie. I think you have my phone number, Angie. Text that to me and then text me your full name on that, and I'll put Angie and Rick's family in Fincher, and I'll give you help with that because sometimes the names don't match up with the emails very well, and he can't figure out who it is. I know that's happened. So if you get me the email from the email you sent him, and I'll put Angie and Rick's family adventure, and then what name you signed it with, I'll connect that all up for him and help you out there. Okay. Muddy Mess says, Swampy, you're awesome. Tough
Oh, and if
question.
anybody doesn't know where I'm at, I'm in Central Florida. I live about 15 minutes south of Orlando. I'm in a fairly rural area of our county. Unfortunately, it's developing quickly. We have so many new houses being built. It makes me crazy. Time to move farther out into the woods.
Yeah, when the neighbors get too close to you, sometimes it's a
Yep.
yeah. What one event inspired you to do this? Was there one event, or did you answer that already?
Depends on what event,
To
which
inspire you
hobby.
to start your channel and all that stuff, it was just doing it, right? And
My
seeing the other
channel
people you
was
said.
just doing it. Metal detecting was an area that I was hiking in. I was really, I really wanted to explore the history of it. We have a tower that's about 3 miles from me, and nobody knew it was there, and nobody knew what it was used for in the area. Even the people that are out in this preserve didn't know what the tower was. They all thought it
Mm-hmm.
was agricultural. On my first trip out there with a friend of mine who I'm going to be out adventuring with tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
His channel name is Dazanar. Um,
Azanar? Okay.
Dazanar.
Mm-hmm.
He showed me this tower and said, "This is what we think is the agricultural tower." And I looked at it and I went, "That's not an agricultural tower. That's a navigation tower."
Mm-hmm.
It looks a lot like the navigation towers that I worked on when I was in the military. I was U.S. Coast Guard. Yay! And
Yay! Thank you for your service, sir.
so when I found the tower and I knew what it was, I started doing the history. Why is this tower abandoned in the middle of the
Mm-hmm.
woods? Turns out, tower was from the 1930s. Um, I did locate the keeper's quarters for the tower, which was part of this huge ranch. One of the largest cattle ranches in the United States is right here in my county. In 1942, well, in 41, there was one man that owned it. A man by the name of J.B. McCrory owned it, and it was massive when he owned it. He sold the majority of that ranch to the Mormon Church in
Mm-hmm.
1942 for $42 million, which was a lot of money then, but it was a lot of land then. And they've continued to maintain it as an operational cattle ranch.
Oh,
They're
cool.
currently selling off
Hi,
pieces and
Yancy.
parts of it for subdivisions. So when I went out and I found the tower, back to the tower,
Uh-huh.
um, it turned out that the keeper's house burned down probably in about, I'm thinking 45 to 50, 1950. And
Uh-huh.
my reasoning for that is the dates on the coins that I found around the keeper's quarters. My first coin metal detecting out there, I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
Park rat metal detecting. Pat came up and was showing me how to use my Garrett AT Pro, which is my first detector.
Mm-hmm.
And then he let me go, and we're all swinging. And my very first coin ever with the metal detector was a 1943 Walking Liberty $50.
Oh, nice.
Big piece of silver. Um,
You have it?
yep, it's in my bag. I keep that thing pretty well
Very nice.
protected, and that's how it came out of the ground. It was that clean.
Let me see if I can make you big. Come on, big, big. Oh, nope, not me big. You
That's the
big.
wrong person.
I know. I'm trying. I'm trying. Nope. Now I got to make it small again. Hold on.
There we go. We're getting there.
How do I make you big then?
I don't know.
What makes two of us? Nope, still wrong person. Wait. How about if I do it twice? I can't do it. I'll figure it out later. Let's just go.
Yep. So this is the coin. And it was an actually absolutely beautiful.
There we go.
There we go.
Very cool.
So, and then 2 days later, I ended up finding my best coin spill ever.
Uh-huh.
2 mercury dimes, a buffalo nickel, and a wheat penny.
Cool.
All in the same hole. So
very nice.
that was a fun time. I haven't been out to that area for a while. There's 2 different government organizations that are in charge of it.
Mm-hmm.
The county owns it, but it's managed by Florida Wildlife Commission, and Florida Wildlife Commission has asked me not to metal detect out there. So even though I already had permission, I'm respecting that, and I backed off.
I get that.
I don't need trouble with the game wardens that are
No.
monitoring.
Hi, who's Duncan? So Quiet Listener wants to know if you have alligators where you're at.
Yes. Almost every time I go out, I do see alligators.
Oh, I hate alligators. Sorry.
Nah,
well, I think the problem is I never grew up with them. So I don't know what to do about them.
Yep. And they pretty much leave you alone as if you leave them alone.
You didn't tell me that when they bite my leg off.
Biggest issues are people getting near the water, trying to see the alligators, trying to feed them,
Yeah,
which that
bad
there's a
idea.
reason that's against the law.
Hi, CZ kid.
I'm more afraid of snakes.
I don't like
Here,
snakes either.
I am much more afraid of snakes. I've had run-ins out on the canoe last week. I had my last run-in with a water moccasin, so
I heard those are really bad.
they can be
Hi,
very
sweetie.
aggressive. And then I've also had a run-in with an eastern diamondback out here that was probably about 5 feet long and had a head as big as my fist. And I was only 3 feet away from that. I didn't even see it. So
Oh man. See, that's
not a
why
good
I
not a
get
good place to step.
yeah, I get really nervous about places that hi Karen that have things that can eat you in out there because I'm not talking about Washington State. I'm talking about Western Washington. We have
Right.
nothing like that.
Nope. Nope.
Nothing. We see a little snake, we pick it up because it's a gardener snake and he won't hurt you.
And I grew up in
Hi,
that
Banana
area.
Booey.
So I grew up
Yeah,
in the
he knows what
Pacific
I'm talking about.
Northwest. It's a totally different ball game. I've been 20 years now here in Florida, so and being outdoorsy and being in Florida, I've learned how to live like a Floridian.
Yeah, so you've adapted. Really,
Yes.
Tri Valley? You're funny. Did you read that?
Yeah, that is scary. I have
Oh, are you okay? Breathe deep, calm down. Are you still upset? It's okay. We're
I
there
have
for
not
you.
run into my ex-wife, and I am grateful for that.
I love these guys. These guys are so funny.
Oh,
Again, you guys, if you don't recognize the channel in here, please feel free to check them out. That's why we are all happy blue.
and I see Digging with Squeak is here. Hi, Bill
Speaking
and
with
Squeak.
Squeak is here. Yep. Very nice. Let's see. When you first started out, were you embarrassed to tell people that you YouTubed?
Nope,
Not at all.
not at all. Nope, and I'm pretty open about it. I've got big stickers on the back of my car now. My canoe is done up with my Swamp Rat Nation logo. I usually walk around with a bunch of these tokens and I hand them out regularly
Hmm? I'm
and start
obey.
up conversations. Starting up a conversation can be
Mm-hmm.
one of the best things you can do, particularly since it's awareness that I want to raise.
Right.
So
Me too. Yeah.
people knowing that I have issues and then finding out that I do everything works great. Wait a minute. I
Rob is
follow the
funny.
Gator Preserves Gatorland and Get Swamp from Florida. Gatorland is actually very close to where I live. I took my first visit there last month with my grandson when he came into town. And awesome, awesome place. It also helps that they let me in for free
Very
because
nice.
I'm a veteran, not because I'm a swamp rat.
Come on. It's because you're Swamp Rat, I'm sure.
Yep. Oh, they
Hi,
got a
Banana Booey. That's a new one.
which one?
Banana Booey.
I don't know that channel
I don't
either.
either. So then Quiet Listener says Deep Woods of Washington has Squatch. That might eat you. Okay,
Maybe.
you guys. So I'm hoping that next summer, I have to open this door. I'm getting way hot. I don't know why I'm getting way hot. And that means the dog's going to run in. Sorry. Um, I'm hoping next summer to be go romping through the woods with some people all looking out for us, Sat Squatch. I'll tell him you guys say hi and, him and I'll sit down and have dinner. Because
I
everybody likes
have
Grandma
pictures.
Kelly, right?
I have a picture of Skunk Ape down here.
Cool, cool.
I actually got a picture
Mm-hmm.
while I was out in the woods, so it was great. It was awesome.
Cool.
Who can actually say I've got a picture of Sasquatch?
No, you were so cool.
Mm,
Did you talk to him?
no, he ran off. Skunk Ape's kind of weird though. The skunk ape
Yeah.
that we've got down here is different than the Squatch up in
Oh, he's not
Washington.
as friendly. Hi, Salty.
A lot more reclusive, and we are losing a lot of habitat for all the animals. So if there is a squatch of types out there, he's not going to be a happy camper.
And he's moving my way anyways.
Exactly.
Because, that's where everything is. Hi, Oregon family. Um, let's see. Oh, he's driving home after magnet fishing. Rock on. Hi, Sunfish.
Awesome.
What's now Swampy has traveled everywhere. Almost everywhere.
A few
Okay.
places.
So my next question is, what is the best vacation you ever took? Just because it's on my
Vacation?
list and it's getting to know you, bud.
Vacation?
Vacation. We can change it to what's the coolest place you've ever seen?
Antarctica.
Oh, that must have been cool.
I was there for work, not for vacation, but while I
Yeah.
was in the Coast Guard, I was stationed on the Polar Star, a polar class icebreaker out of Seattle,
Mm-hmm.
and I took 2 trips down to Antarctica and one up to the Arctic, and getting to go down and see Antarctica was just amazing. Penguins. Got to go see Scott's Hut, where the Scott expedition actually camped out during the summer,
Mm-hmm.
which was amazing because all the research they were doing was still on the table and it was frozen solid.
Oh, that's crazy.
So that was
That would be
kind
cool.
of nuts. You can grow a beard like this too.
I had to share that with you.
Grandma Kelly doesn't grow a beard very well, but
No, I have one.
yeah, I know.
Have you guys seen my beard?
It's like
Has,
Benny.
has this group ever seen my beard? You guys, have you ever seen my beard? I don't
Uh-oh.
know that everybody has seen my beard.
Yeah. Vacation travel on government's dime.
That
Pretty
works
much.
good.
Pretty much. That's what I did.
Mo Bank served too. I can't remember what he was in, what group he was in. Okay. If you could be someone else for a day, who would it be and why?
I would not be anybody else. I like being me. I like who I am. I like who I've become over the course of the last 6 or 7 years.
Good answer.
I met a wonderful lady who.
I know. Oh, not me?
Not you.
Barry. See?
I mean,
yeah,
she takes good care of me, and
yeah, Sherry's. I can't wait to meet her too.
She helped fight for custody of my son, so
Mhm.
who is now all grown up. He was 14 or 15 when his mom and I split up. He's going to be 21 in December, and he's a U.S. Marine.
Cool.
So
congratulations.
So empty nester.
Yes, I hear I might be one of those one day. I don't quite know what to do with myself, but I think a camping rig is in order and going on the road might be part of it.
Go magnet fishing.
Oh, I'm going to go magnet fishing, but I want to go magnet fishing and visit all these people and do other things and go all around and hang out for months and come home to visit now and then.
You can come down to Florida and you can buy an RV from the Magnetic Squatch, since he's selling RVs now.
Oh, yes, he is, isn't he?
He is.
Wow.
Yes, he is.
Busby, Busby, honey, I'm sure I got it. And I appreciate you sending me something. I will look at it, though, but not while I'm interviewing, okay? I'm sure it's a cool picture, okay? But I will get back to that when I'm done doing this, because Grandma Kelly can only multi so much. Right?
I can't.
I can only do so many things at once, but I'll look at it as soon as I won't forget it's there. Don't worry. Okay.
And my other big hobby, cooking.
Oh yes, tell us about your spices.
Swamp Rat Cajun seasoning. I actually made this. This is my own concoction. I use it for about everything. People kept asking me if they could get some from me, and so I tried to kind of put it out there if people want it.
You are selling it, right?
Occasionally, when people ask.
Are you selling it now?
Right now I need to make a batch up.
Okay. So when he has a batch up, we'll make sure that I have it on my community post of how you can get it. Okay.
That's my last jar right now, other than what's in my kitchen that I'm using. And I made some new recipe, just made up homemade chili with Cajun seasoning.
Oh,
Mm,
wow.
and
He
it was
cooks, I
good.
hear. I hear he cooks.
What is my favorite thing to cook? Jambalaya.
Oh, really?
Jambalaya is one of my favorite things to
Hmm.
make, but it takes me all day to make it. It's the reason that I actually developed the Cajun seasoning, and then I found out that my Cajun seasoning works for a lot of other things too.
Okay, so Swiveler is asking me short from my older videos. Do I have to video it upright view or my no, just leave it just like it is. Don't worry about it. Post it with the little lines on the side, just like
Right.
mine. Go look at some of my shorts and see how they come up. Just clip it, make it easy. Don't make it
I'm in
complicated.
I'm in Central Florida, Tri Valley. I live south of Orlando.
So how many times have you gone to Disney World?
I burned out the first year that I lived in Orlando. The first year that my son came over from Tampa, we had lived in Tampa, Florida for a
Uh-huh.
while. And when he first moved in over on this side with
Hey,
me and
Riley, come here.
Sherry, we both had season passes for the year and we pretty much got Disney burned out.
I've never been to Disney World.
Yes, it does cost too
Lots of
much.
money, I hear. And
Yeah.
I'm not into rides and I'm not into walking miles a day. My knees don't do that. So I don't
No.
know that even if I was down there, if I'd go anymore. I think I've gotten too old and uninterested. That's
Yeah.
bad, isn't it?
It's
Um,
fun to go with kids to watch
yeah.
kids' faces.
Hi, Jenny. So who is your favorite YouTuber and why?
Can I say Grandma Kelly? Because she's
No,
awesome.
no, you have to say somebody else.
Okay, then I'm my favorite YouTuber
There
because
you
I'm
go.
me.
There you go.
No, I've got so many that are out there that
Favorites. Yeah.
I watch that are favorites. Jenny Finds Pennies is one of them. She's in the chat right now.
Mm-hmm. I'd
I
love to meet her.
love,
She just turned 18.
I know.
She's an adult. She can start paying her own bills. Yeah,
And
Jenny.
it's great that we've got younger people that are interested in the treasure hunting hobbies. So
Absolutely.
that's why I like Jenny's channel and I watch it. I've
Mm-hmm.
got the bell
Mm-hmm.
notification on that one. Um,
Hi, Margaret.
I'm a big fan of Can You Dig It?
Mm-hmm.
The Juice is such a great. I mean, he's such a great guy.
He is. Yeah.
He will help you with anything if you ask him.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to meet him. I had the opportunity, but things came up, so we didn't get connected while he was down here on vacation.
Yeah,
Um,
I got
yeah,
to meet him. It was wonderful.
yeah, lucky,
Mary, I know I
lucky.
said hi to you, sweetie.
And then let's see other genres that I really like
Mm-hmm.
in the camping genre. Happy Place Camping.
Yep, they're good.
I love Happy Place Camping.
Let me address this really quick. Pete, hi Pete. How are you? Let me say that first. It shouldn't be kicking your butt. It's just clipping from another thing, making it very short, moving the little bar around and posting it. I think people are trying to make a video out of it. It's not a video. Just take a little short clip from one of your videos. And if
Under
you're
60 seconds.
right, I hit the 60-second one just in case I go a little bit longer. But you see some of mine even go down to 8 seconds, and you just
Right.
adjust those little bars till you get it right into where you want it, and then you upload it. And you do it right from the YouTube app. You don't do it on another app. You go
You can
and do it right
you can
into
even
it
add music in there. It will give you a
if you want to.
recommendation for music.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I've found with shorts is if you use YouTube's recommended music, it will push it into the algorithm, and 9 times out of 10, you will go over 1,000 views on that within 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And it
And
can be
you
the
guys,
dumbest thing.
my stuff blows up really quick because I do it now on a very regular basis. They know what's coming. It takes me probably an hour to do 14 shorts. So you can see the quality I'm putting into my shorts. And I'm not trying to say put up garbage, but the way I just clip it and go, I never put in music. Okay. And I don't do that because I'm lazy. Yeah, he likes to get, he does a little more than me.
One of my favorite shorts was I found a nut out metal detecting, and I just picked it up, held it up to the screen, nuts, and released that with the title "Nuts" as the title, and that one went over 5,000 views in less than 24 hours. And I mean, I thought it was dumb.
Yeah. See, but I do one and says this is an unusual bolt, and it got huge. I got one that says it wouldn't be magnet fishing without a twist tie.
Right.
I say that in my video, so I clip it out, and then all of a sudden it gets 4, 5, 6,000 views, and you're going, what? And then I get 10 subscribers from it. Angie, if you go to the page where it says 15 seconds up in the corner and you tap the 15, it'll go straight to 60. And then you can always downsize it to anything you want. Okay. So that's where that is. If any of you guys are having any problems with this and you need to get a hold of me, I can do that. Or we can talk about it more on like Monday mail call or anything like that. Okay. Shorts, I know I keep pushing it, but I'm going over my numbers, and that's how I'm continually growing. Just shorts. I get, I do get
in new audience. It brings in new audience that you wouldn't normally have.
Right. And if you do it on a regular scheduled basis, you don't have to be crazy like me. But on you're going to choose Monday at the exact same time, and you do it a week in advance or 5 days in advance, the algorithm even likes that better.
No, I'm crazy.
Okay. Yeah. I'd love that. That's just gross, dude. You hear that? I love that, man, but that's just gross.
It's like, ew, that's nasty. That's Anita from Madtown Magnet Fishing. That's her new favorite thing to say.
That's nasty.
I heard that so many times. Ew, that's nasty for 2 weeks.
We get so much stuff magnet fishing that's nasty that I don't even think about it anymore. And I just grab it and separate it. And it's, it's this poor crawdad that I could smell something was dead halfway over, right? But
I saw that.
All wrapped up in the fishing line, and I'm just untangling his body, and it's just stinking. I'm like, ugh, but it doesn't even slow me down or stop me anymore.
And then you're carrying it around in the kayak, and I'm thinking, I can almost smell it.
I try to rinse most of his dead body off, but oh man, yeah. Okay, let's see. When did you first realize you were famous? I love that question.
When somebody in town actually came up to me, I subscribed to your YouTube. It was like, you do what? At the time, I had 150 subscribers, but apparently one of them was right here in my town. And I live in St. Cloud, Florida. Most people don't even know where that is. We're, like I said, a pretty small town still. And I already had subscribers right here in town.
It's a funny feeling, isn't it? It's like you don't know how to react, right?
It's weird.
And I was at last Saturday, I was at another lake, and a little boy's popping his head over, and he says, "You're Grandma Kelly. You were at Martha Lake last weekend. I saw you there." And I was like,
that's awesome.
Yes. They were fishing there. He says, "I watch your videos all the time. I'm a YouTuber also." And I was like, "Oh, dude, give me your link. Send it over to me." I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. But it was just like, it's a funny feeling. And I'm not that popular yet, but people recognize you and know you're out there and see you. So it's really kind of cool. Cottonwood Ranch, about connecting with as many people as you can right now. That's wonderful. Okay, that's why we're here. We're here to check each other's channels out. If like you're a newer one here, everybody should be checking you out. We want to keep going with that. It's best if you go to subscribe to somebody, just subscribe to them, because trust me, they'll see it.
Yep.
Okay. You don't have to say, "Whoa, dude, I subbed to you, sub me back," or anything like that. Don't do that. That's not
No.
allowed. Okay. That's
No.
not allowed with YouTube. It's not me. That's not allowed with YouTube. So just go in and start checking people out. And if you like them, sub to them and just wait. You'll see what happens. Just wait.
And you want subscribers that are interested in your content.
Yep.
You want, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm at, what am I at now? I don't even know.
I don't know. Where are you at now?
I think I'm almost at 650 subscribers,
Nice.
which isn't bad.
No, it's not bad at all. It's good.
I want the subscribers that want to watch what I'm doing. I don't want just a bunch of subscribers that come out of who knows where and never watch my videos.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
So 652.
Yeah, just you guys remember we are about growing because the rising tide rise all ships, and I totally screwed that up backwards in one of my videos the other day. You guys know me. Pat me on the head. It's okay, Kelly. You're okay. You're still going the right directions. Anyway, Cottonwood Ranch. This is a great place to be. One of the first goals everybody should be at is hitting 100. If that's your goal. If you're just playing around, then just play around and see what happens. But if you're wanting to build, the first one would be 100 because that seems to be a big milestone. And then you go up from there. The next one is 500. And why 500 is important is because then you can get a community tab and you can actually share out stuff. And I think I use my community tab a little bit too much. Okay, guys, but I want you guys to be able to grow and see. So when I blast out community tabs, I'm someplace where I'm telling you, come and hang out. It's a good thing, good place to be, good group. Okay, so you hear what I'm saying. Okay, and then you come and hang out and see a new group of people. And yeah, hi, Wallace family. How are you? It's great to see you. Anyway, next question. Looking back, what would you do differently?
With what?
Oh, that was my question.
That's kind of.
I guess you're too wise, or you answer that anywhere you want, because I think your answer would be pretty much the same as mine.
Everything that I've done, whether it was something that I wanted to do or something that life just kind of handed to me, those have all made me who I am today. And I'm happy with who I am today, so I wouldn't change any of them. Even my bad experiences have led me to good results eventually.
Right.
Would I want anybody to have to go through everything that I've gone through in life? Probably not.
Yeah. That's part of, his answer is the same as mine would be. That's what I like about Swampy is we think a lot alike. At least that's what I see.
I think so too.
And yeah, I'm really happy where I am, and I'm really happy in my own skin. And it took me a long time to get that way. So when people ask me, no, really, seriously, one thing you would change, I wouldn't change anything because that could change who I am today.
Yep.
I've watched enough sci-fi.
I know what the butterfly effect is.
Right. One little turn here when you should have gone here changes your whole life. No, I'm kidding. Maybe.
A ripple in the stream of life. And down the road, it could be a giant wave.
Oregon family, we're going to get you there, buddy. You're real close. You're real close. You guys know what magic number I hit this week? Not yet.
Oh.
I'm 1.9. I'm less than 100 away from 2K.
That'll come quick.
I have been so excited about that, and I don't even know why. It wasn't that I was that excited about 1K, except it let me do more things.
And the growth the growth on YouTube is exponential. This is one of the things I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
When you're at 100, it takes forever to get to 100 subscribers. But going from 100 to 500 just seemed like it was like that for me. And now I'm looking at it going, oh my gosh, I'll be hitting 1,000 before the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So, but my big focus hasn't been subscribers. It's been watch hours.
Right. And because for some
I want people to watch my stuff.
For some reason, mine kind of grew together.
Mine's pretty
Okay.
close.
Yeah, and that's really ideal because there's some people who go on one side and push subscribers, and then they turn around and like, well, wait, I only have 1,400 in watch hours, and you have to have 4,000. But I just like my mind broke it up in equal chunks, so I kept things moving around with that, and I think I'm pretty much in a position where I don't even have to worry about watch hours anymore, which is really nice because I'm
That's
high
a nice
enough
position.
above it, which is good, right?
Right.
Okay, what's the best advice you can give a newbie?
Get out there and do it. Don't focus so much. People are always saying, oh, you need to have this equipment, or you need that equipment, or you need something else. You don't. You don't need the newest GoPro. You don't need $1,000 worth of equipment. You need, if you're doing YouTube, this is your best friend right here. I record and edit everything on my phone. I've got a little camera somewhere in this mess around me. I never figured out how to use it. For equipment, you don't need to have a Kratos Titan. Go get a Kratos 550 magnet or a 950 clamp. My last video, I started with my 2,000-pound single-sided magnet, which is a very affordable magnet, to be honest, but it's heavy. And it wasn't getting anything, and I switched over to a 950 clamp. Almost every single thing that I brought up with that canoe came up with a 950 clamp this last week.
And a 950 clamp from Kratos clamp kit, before you use a discount code, is $100.
Is it 100?
Yeah, 91 something or something like that before discount codes.
I don't know because I won mine from Michigan Gems.
Yeah, and when I won it, and here's my code that's going to get you 12% off, and then any of the money that comes back through stays at Kratos, and when I go to buy another magnet and give it away, and we have donations going right here. Not a lot of people know this. There's donations right here. Okay, you can send me a donation any way you want to send it to me. Just make sure that you put it for magnets, and that money goes there.
I'll throw it at the computer screen.
That
doesn't work, does it?
But like the super chats, I don't get super chats or anything like that for a month and a half or so, and then YouTube takes 30%. I don't care. If you send me a $20 super chat for a magnet, I will put a $20 in here, and that 30% is on me, which is fine with me because it's all about donating and giving magnets away. I have a stack of letters for people to give them away, and that's what I want to do. Okay. As a channel, we do that, but we talk more about this kind of stuff on Monday Mail Call.
Right.
All right. But just so you know it's there, and you see the cash in there is because people have super chatted me. And since that'll work its way through the system and eventually get to my bank account, I just put the cash in here right away when you do it.
I've got like 4 jars sitting in the window up in front of me, but those are all coins. Metal detecting coins. I think I've found about $250 in coins since March.
That's amazing.
So, and that's all from Parks with my new metal detector that I got in March. So,
okay, so those are a couple ways you can donate. I also have Cash App, PayPal, all that kind of stuff. Whatever. And if you can't figure out another way, people have actually sent me checks in the mail. And if you'll notice at the descriptions, my address is all there. I love letters. I got a postcard from Danny D for last Monday Mail Call. I love it. I love getting mail. Okay. And then we have a program put together to help people get magnets. So, and I know money's always tight for everybody. Just remember, Grandma Kelly's a single mom of 3 teenagers. Okay? I have 7 kids, and somehow I still manage to juggle and make it work. And I know it's hard, man. I know it's hard. Okay. I know it's hard, but it is hard, and I'm all the way around. So I get that. The best way you can actually support this channel, our channel here, is by subscribing, watching, sharing, and liking. And dang, please do those commercials and make YouTube pay. What's that? My outside voice again. Oh,
You watch
bye,
them.
Gary. Bye, Gary.
I try to watch the commercials, but there's only so much of video games like Envoy that I can watch the commercial for before I go.
I get that, but
this is old.
Cottonwood Ranch, that's great. Shooting for 500. Oregon, thank you, Jenny, for magnets.
Oh,
see how that goes? Thank you, Jenny.
Yay, Jenny.
And right now, I just happen to have a handful of cash on. So while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to pop that 10 in there. And I have a handful of cash because this is the rent money.
I was going to say, if it's all ones, I don't want to know where it came from, Grandma Kelly.
Baby, you know. Where's the 10? Where's the 10 in my mess? Okay, there's your 10. Boom, Jenny, thank you. It all gets there eventually, right? Thank you, Jenny. We appreciate you. Let's see. I was gonna say night to somebody. Somebody left. Gary. Good night, Gary.
Night, Gary.
Anybody else have any questions? We're 5 minutes to 8. At 8 o'clock, we open it up for anybody to come up. I want to so get some questions up. Part of coming up on this channel is I'd eventually like to interview all you guys. And I know some of you guys, I asked this before. Does any one of these sponsors, here we go. Here's the question. I asked this before. Does any of these sponsors for magnets that one can't afford a bigger magnet?
One of the nice things with Kratos is he actually has payment plans.
Mm-hmm.
Benny does have payment plans on his site. I'm not sure how that works, but if you're needing a magnet, first off, I would say don't worry about bigger. Bigger is not necessarily better.
Yeah.
You know, more expensive. Like I said, I probably got like 6 magnets sitting in here somewhere.
Just a second. Swampy. Just a second. Angie, honey, if you want to send me your stripper singles, I will take those. Okay, continue on.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
I'll take them too.
Okay, continue.
I just lost what I was saying.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You were talking about bigger magnets, not necessarily.
No need for bigger magnets. Just get a magnet and throw it. My very first, I've been magnet fishing for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Before there was magnet fishing, I was throwing a magnet in the water. My dad worked for Jet Propulsion Laboratories in California, and he worked on the Viking and Voyager space probes. Well, he was an electronics engineer on those programs, and they'd have to use magnets to degauss the electronic equipment. And he brought a degaussing magnet home one day. Thing was a big horseshoe, probably like yay big, and weighed a ton. He had it in his car, and we were out fishing somewhere, and he dropped his buck knife into the water. So we went up to the car, we got the magnet out, we tied the magnet off, and we spent the rest of the day after we got his knife back out of the water, we spent the rest of the day picking up flashlights and crab pots that people dropped, and that was in 1979. So no magnet fishing magnets in 1979.
Right. There's all kinds of things you can use for magnet fishing magnets, and I know people get the idea that the bigger is better. But just recently, Swampy, what magnet do I throw? Because I can never remember the names.
The Artemis.
I throw the Artemis. It's a 360, the smallest 360 they made.
Yep.
I gave away my Titan, which is the bigger one, because when I got it stuck on places, I couldn't get it off. Often I'm by myself, so that doesn't work. Even when I went swimming for it, I always got it back. Well, one time it was a 2-day effort, to get it back. And it just gets frustrating. And if you can't get your magnet unstuck, it's not worth having.
Right.
And I would always start with a clamp. I would never start with a 360. So
The
if you've
clamps
never
are
had a
great.
magnet at all, I would start with a clamp, and I'd start with a lighter clamp, because that gives you the grace of using the sides of it that are still magnetic, but to make
Yep.
it a little bit easier to pull yours off. And Busby, and you got it stuck. I get my magnet stuck all the time, guys.
That's because you throw with your grappling hook on there all the time.
It's not my grappling hook that usually gets stuck. It's my magnet. I can usually pop my grappling hook off things. Oh, yeah, and guys, really, really, people tell me, other magnet fishers, politely and very nicely, but they tell me I'm stupid because nicely, very nicely they do, because I throw my magnet, my 360 magnet, with a grappling hook. Okay, I live in a place that I can swim.
Right.
I can dive down for it for almost anything. I mean, there's certain places where I wouldn't.
I don't do
I
that
can usually get the
because
grappling hook off.
right. I don't do that because the grappling hook gets stuck and I can't get it off from above the water, particularly in the summertime. I don't know what's under that water. I can't
Right.
see to the bottom. Our waters in Central Florida are very tannic. The cypress trees, the cypress forests leak their tannins into the water and darken the water. And that's where the alligators like to sit. And I'm not going to get in a fight with an alligator in the water over a magnet.
Especially not for a magnet.
No.
And if I have an alligator in my waters here, somebody's let their pet go, and it'll die quick.
It might be this big.
Yeah.
It's not 15 feet long.
But he'll be dead very soon. He won't even make it a season out there. It gets too cold.
Right.
So I'm in a different world.
Hi,
guys.
Anita.
So hi, Anita. So don't watch me throwing a magnet and a hook and think it's a good idea for you to do that. I've been doing this a while. I'm really good at getting it unstuck. I'm in a place I can swim. Okay. I don't know. Don't do what I do. Do what I say. No.
wait until you have the experience at throwing the magnet. Most things that are that are ferrous that you're going to hook into, you're going to be able to bring up with just the magnet.
Right. And then, winches and come-alongs, they all become your best friend.
Well, and
don't use a cheap rope.
And doing the new thing that I'm doing, using that canoe, it's totally different. I'm having to relearn how to do all of that again, because you'll throw the magnet, you're sitting in the canoe, so you're floating. You start pulling the magnet in, and you're actually pulling the boat towards the magnet at the same time.
Yep.
So you're not covering as much ground. So there's a couple of other little tricks to that I'm kind of getting used to. Yes, Florida waters, any waters can be unforgiving. Salty says Florida waters are very unforgiving. Yes.
Right.
They can be.
And we do have people drown in our lakes all the time. We've already, had a 6-year-old have a issue. And that's why I'm so big about keeping my hook on there, because I get so much fishing line. And the fishing line gets the divers and the kids and everybody else. And I don't want the fishing line to get the animals or the people. And that's a risk I'm willing to take. Anything else? It's 8:03. What would you like to say?
8:03.
Your hour went fast.
Do you know what we should do? Since Jenny Finds Pennies is in here, Jenny, I know that Grandma Kelly wants to interview you. So reach out to Grandma Kelly and set up a time when you can come on. Jenny Finds Pennies is one of them that I want to see interviewed. I would love to watch and learn more about Jenny.
Jenny, are you comfortable with that? Can I put you on Saturday? Because it's not a school day. Are you still going to school, or do you have work? Or it's always 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I don't have anybody on Thursday either. Hey, Zach, you said something about weekdays. Would Thursday at 7 work for you while I have you guys here? Get the bots, guys.
Somebody get that thing.
Well, we haven't had this problem for a long time. I don't think I've ever had this problem.
4 in a row.
Wow. Remember to report them, just not send them away.
Right.
Okay, because they need to be shut down. So just a second, let me get help with this. Let's make sure we are all getting them good. Bad. No,
Good job,
nobody's
Danny.
interested in that here. At least not we're going to talk about it. That's for sure.
Yep, reported
You're
as
doing your
porn.
business, not mine.
Reported as porn. Exactly, Dawn.
Yes. Okay, did we get it?
I think we did.
Okay, awesome. Oop, I'm seeing some are timed out. Don't time them out.
Salty's interested in adult dating.
That's okay. Be careful, you guys, not to time them out because they're timed out for 300 seconds by a few people. You'll want to actually report them as porn and they go away.
This Saturday, Jenny is moving into her college. It sounds like that she is
Thursday.
moving into the dorm.
Would you, Jenny Pennies, would you like Thursday? And Zach says Tuesday is best. We got that? Then, Jenny, I can put you on Thursday the 25th. And Zach would be Tuesday. I don't have that calendar done yet. Quickly, what day is Tuesday next week? Boom. Boom. So, Zach, could you do Tuesday the 6th? Would that work? Let me get rid of my calendar so I can get yeses. And that means we have Saturday open. Can I get some yeses? Yeses? Yeses, yeses? Okay, Jenny Fine Pennies, I have you down for Thursday. And remember, it's an hour, so it's from 7 to 8. If you have to go to sleep after that, then, you know, that's good. That's okay, too. And, yeah, just email me. Okay, Zaxon, I need your email, but I will find it. It's probably about in your about page. Tuesday the 6th works. Perfect. Email him.
Yay.
Okay, now I have one more question. Is there anybody here who wants Saturday?
Come on, somebody wants Saturday.
Come on, anybody wants Saturday? Happy birthday to you. It's Daddy Squeak's birthday. Yep. Nice on Saturday. Nope, I don't want you when you've been drinking, honey. You tell me the truth too often.
Awesome people, too. Bill and Squeak from Digging with Squeak. Great experience meeting them. Don't get into it. Don't get into a metal detecting contest with Squeak, though. I guarantee you'll lose.
I bet you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha, Zach. Thank you. Okay, and am I seeing anybody else? Anybody else for Saturday? Anybody want Saturday? Come on, guys, be brave. I'm going to give you a chance today and a chance to Thursday. If right now I'm going to put up the link. Oh, you know who I want? I want what? Relic Weeper.
Relic Weeper.
Relic Weeper. Relic Reaper, are you available on Saturday? It's not till 7 p.m., Angie. My time, Pacific time.
Relic Reaper says I'll do Saturday.
Yes, thank you.
Yay.
Okay, I'm going to start blasting you guys out, okay? And if you could share that out too, I would be really happy. Okay, Jenny, if anything changes, you let me know because we're not like set in gold and anything like that. Life happens.
Did you say gold?
Yes, we're not set in gold.
I like gold.
Yes, I like gold too. Anybody wants to send me gold? Just not a ring. Melt it down first. I'm not good with rings. Okay, here we go. Who's up today? Well, Swampy's up today. I am going to put the invite up here.
Yes, Jenny, 10 p.m. for us Eastern Daylight Time people.
Boom, boom. Okay, and this is what I ask. If you come up, please not try to talk over people. If you come up and you're very nervous and you just want to sit on the side, please feel free to come up, okay? I would like to see you guys up here. I'd like to put faces with names. We're going to probably go about a half an hour and then call it a day. It would be really wonderful to see you guys come up here. And anybody wants to come up and chat, please come up and chat. But like I said, even if you're nervous about being up on a live and it's a new experience for you, and make sure your friends know this, your friends in other channels, this is a good place to come up. We've had several people just come up to sit there and get more comfortable being up on the panel before we started bombarding them with questions and other stuff. Okay. No, but I want the gold, magnifying. I want the gold. I'll take the gold. I'm not crazy.
I am.
But rings get me in trouble. So many men, so little time.
Rings.
Since you guys are all my friends, I want you to know this. I'm not allowed to get married again. Okay? Come and kidnap me until I come to my sentences. Until I come to my senses. Can't Swampy say hi here?
They wanted my channel information.
It's pinned at the top.
Which is pinned.
Yes, but you can put it up there too. Are you set up to do that?
Drop it in. Yeah, I've got 2 windows open at the same time.
Perfect. Yeah, I have them pinned at the top. I'm going to always try and do that with whoever's on board. So anytime you want to, you could just pop up and pin. Also, too, if you're having trouble doing digging with Squeak. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we go.
What's up?
How are you?
What's going on, y'all?
Let me get my channel list.
We're doing
Digging with Squeak is actually Bill.
No. Yeah, Squeak's at the beach. And Mama Squeak and BJ took off for a couple of days to get away.
They all ditched you?
Yeah, somebody's got to work.
You know what the rule is? If all the family ditches you, you must watch one sporting event in your living room sitting in your boxers.
I do that regularly anyway.
Oh, you do? The girls let you get away with that.
People have to leave to do that? What?
Saints are running preseason right now, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sitting here by myself. Figured I'd hop in, say hey to everybody. You know.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did.
Good to see you.
You too, brother. How's it been?
It's been busy. I've been up to my eyeballs in new projects, and
you're always into some project.
Just finished rebuilding the canoe somebody gave me, so having fun with that. Gonna take the canoe out on the St. Johns River tomorrow.
Nice. We haven't done anything this whole summer. We've been in triple digits. I'm from South Louisiana, and Virginia has felt like South Louisiana all summer long. We went about a month and a half with no rain, triple digit index, and all of a sudden we get about 6 inches of rain in a week, and then it's been a mess up here. But we're getting out soon. Squeak starts school Monday. We're going to try to get back out this weekend and get some hunting in and
nice.
See what we can do.
Yeah, I can't see how you guys can handle that kind of temperatures.
She can't. Squeak has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, very bad. And I mean, her body just wears out so much, you know. So if it's above 90, we don't get out. And I'm an old fat man. If it's above 90, I'm trying to get out.
So I was recently I was in Salt Lake City and I was trying to get out and it was in the low hundreds to 110-ish, 14, something like that.
But that's a dry heat.
Yeah, even though it still didn't matter, honey, and I'm sure it has to do with my few extra comfies. Anyway, I was trying to get out and by 10 o'clock in the morning, my head was going pound, pound, and I felt like barfing, and it was like, yeah, I can't do this. And I had like 6 videos I wanted to get out. And in 20 minutes, my phone was shutting down because it was too hot.
Getting overheated. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, this is not good. I can't do it. I'd love to, but I can't.
We've run into that a few times. And, you know, sometimes it's not worth it. You know, we've been hopping on a couple live streams here and there throughout the summer. But, you know, my wife and I, once summer hits, we pull about 94 to 96 hours a week each. Mm-hmm. And we just don't have the time, unfortunately, to do much. So, you know, our big metal detecting season comes in the fall, most of the winter here, and then spring. So,
Nice, but yeah, you have a good chunk to get out.
Yeah.
My Muddy Mess. Do you have that merchandise close at hand? Did you want to pop up and show everybody so they can get an idea of some of the merchandise I have?
Merchandise?
Yes, I sent her a present because she did
Nice.
something I asked. And I wanted to know if I'm going to paste this one more time, Muddy Mess. If you just want to come up for a second and show that cup so everybody could see it, that would be cool for me. I would like to see it because, I've only seen them in paper. I don't have one yet. Squeak's now at 665 subs. Awesome.
We appreciate it. We've had a pretty tough, week and a half. We're not going to go into it, but we've lost 30 subs in the past week. It happens, we don't really, count subs like, some people are, really onto it, but, we love everybody that's stuck it out and hung around and, keeps up with us.
There's a lot of places that during the December, January, February, they can't get out because all the water's frozen or wherever the ground is frozen. You guys just have the flip of that.
We get frozen, but it's more in late January, early February, and it normally doesn't last very long. About that time, we start doing a lot of woods hunting.
Yep.
So, if you can get the leaf cover out of the way, we can usually get a shovel in the ground.
Yeah. And see, we're just too hot in the summer. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't like being out with the detector when fall and winter hits. I'll be out for 6-7 hours with the detector at a time. Right now, it's still fairly warm, but I've had some cloud cover. So getting out magnet fishing, particularly being right down by the water where I can just plop myself in off the canoe and jump back in.
Yeah.
Isn't that a game changer, the canoe?
The canoe is fabulous. And if anybody hasn't seen my canoe, I painted it up like a Coast Guard work boat. Being Coast Guard, I was trying to figure out a paint scheme and I couldn't figure it out. And I went, you know what? I'm going to paint it just like my first duty station.
Like he used to have to paint it back in the day.
Yep. So I painted it the same colors. When I got to the stripes, I went, I don't think I'm going to do red, white, blue. So I did white, blue, red instead. Just because I don't want to get in trouble with the Coast Guard. Not that I would.
Yeah, they turn around and go, whoa, ex-Coast Guard, are you?
Put a big air horn on it.
Yeah.
Our big project coming up is sitting behind me. Mama Squeak found, which hand? This hand. That display case for me.
Nice.
Believe it or not, Facebook Marketplace for about $30. Oak, glass, all the lights work. The people had moved it into the garage and just, we all collect things that we're going to do something with. It's going to happen. And then 10 years later, it's like, holy crap, I need that corner. So Mama Squeak is going to take all of this apart and get our display cases sorted out. We've got our relic room is overflowing with stuff right now. I mean, it's so packed we haven't even cleaned a lot of our finds. So all this is going to get rearranged. That display case is going to get filled. This display case is going to get sorted out. We all run into it. It's during the winter time or during the summertime. It's so hot. I'm going to start cleaning my finds. I'm going to start tumbling my coins and yeah.
But Bill, people love to see that. That's good footage. And I know you're a metal detector, but people love to see that. And the before and after, do a little bit of the photographing of what's before and once you get that all done. And if you're redoing anything, steps along the way, people love that.
And we think about it a lot, usually after we've already started doing it, because it's spare of the moment. I mean, I got off duty earlier. I got out of my gear. I sat down and I swore I was gonna have a little drink, get a little snack, and go straight to bed. It's 11 o'clock. I got off at 8. So
thank you for being here with us, though.
We just, and Swampy, I don't know how, dude. We got unsubscribed from your channel. I had to go back and resubscribe. And,
it happens.
And unfortunately, we don't notice it until it's like, I see you on here, and I'm like, man, we have not seen anything from you in
Why
a
is-
while.
Yeah, why is he not putting out anything? I had that
Right, and then we
happen
go
today.
check, and it's like, holy crap, how do we get unsubbed? So we subbed you back, brother.
So one of the
Nice.
things I do a lot of the times when I'm sitting on a live, not when I'm doing the live, but when I'm sitting on a live, I always ask to be a moderator, and almost everybody grants that for me. And then I channel check.
Yeah.
I just sit down and click one channel after the other to make sure I'm still subscribed. And my comment about this is, I need to talk about some Swampy. The high numbers yesterday, I found out the answer for that. So let's talk about that after I'm done saying that. Sorry, it just popped in my mind.
I already saw what was going on with that.
But I know the answer.
The same person.
And I just lost my train of thought.
Sorry, my fault.
It's okay. My mind went one place and then another. That's okay. Anybody? No, we'll just go on. Okay, so I promised I would talk about this today, and we're not going to name names, but I've seen 5 channels who their premiere comes up and they have like 200 to about 400 likes already. And my mind goes right away, what the heck is up with that? That is wrong.
I've heard a few. We've only been doing YouTube, believe it or not, for like a year and a half. It took Squeak a long time to talk me into it.
Yeah. But I have the answer to that, because right away you get a negative attitude towards that channel. Okay. Lately, channels have been putting on, like the little commercial ahead of time, the little 60-second blob about them and stuff. And finally, one of the gentlemen who this happened to, and he was shocked. He was like, what the heck happened? Okay. He was like upset, couldn't sleep, called someone else who finally got his number to me. And we sat down and we hashed it out last night. We hashed it out some more this morning. Okay. So they have that little 60-second short little video to announce the premiere. And then the premiere starts the next day. Well, he was all over all kinds of international channels throughout the night. And he was like the AAP channel, variety channels, just right. And he was looking at other people's channels and subscribing to them and stuff. Right. And he had over 1,000 people come to his channel during the night before his premiere was even up. Watch the 60-minute video because maybe their English wasn't so good. Clicked like and commented.
Yep.
And thought they had watched the video.
Right.
Yeah, and then us who can read it all go, wait a minute, that's not right. It didn't even premiere. Nobody's doing anything wrong. There's a miscommunication happening. They're thinking they watched the video when it was the commercial or the, I don't want to call it a trailer. What do you call it when it's in front of it?
It's a trailer.
It's still a trailer in front? And they thought that was the video.
Yep.
So, even when my spidey sense was, this is wrong, right away, don't think that the person has done something wrong. And I apologize for right away going, this is not wrong. Somebody's doing something wrong. Because it's not. And him and I hashed it out together because he couldn't figure out why. He was really worried that everybody would be upset with him. Because it does look bad. Okay. It looks like you're buying subs or buying likes or buying something, but he's not. And I'm so thankful that he connected up with me and we hashed it out and figured it out. Because that's exactly what happened. I don't have written proof that that's what happened, but that's the only logical thing that makes sense. Okay?
We have a couple of videos like that we have done live streams overseas.
Right.
And, sometimes when someone will promote your channel in the chat, they'll actually pick a video. And that's the video that a lot of people click on because that's the link that's out there. And I think the first video we put out was just a little trailer of some pictures of Squeak and I detected. We've been detecting since she was 4. And I've got one, long video. I think it's our very first one that's just got pictures of us throughout the years. And I think that one's got over 1,000 views. And all of our other videos have, 50, 60, 70 views. And we're looking at this one going, wow, what is going on? And that's when a buddy of ours told us, they promoted your link in our channels, but they promoted a certain video.
Yeah.
So you got all these people clicking that one video, and I think
And
you only have to have it going for like 3 or 5 seconds before it actually keeps and registers that like.
Yep.
Right. And you know, this was a premiere, so it had been private until we all got on it yesterday as a big group, and then it
And
looks
we're
like
all going,
what?
400, huh?
Something's wrong here. What did you do? Poor guy. Love you guys all.
We used to like to do premieres now and then, but unfortunately, when you set up a premiere, you set it up for 3 or 4 days in advance. Well, those 3 or 4 days come up. You've got to be there for your own premiere, and you've got to make sure everything's set up and you're ready to go. And we've missed about 3 of our own premieres.
I slept through one of my. I'm getting these texts. Grandma Kelly, are you okay? Where are you, Grandma Kelly? Where are you? Like, oh, crud. But yeah, I do them at 7 a.m.
I set my premiere up for 8 a.m. and for 8:30 a.m. yesterday instead of p.m. And I'm asleep at 8:30 in the morning.
He was supposed to have us up for hashtag Monday Digs, and
I had 2 videos yesterday go up.
Yes, and he accidentally put that on. You know, the hashtag ones we do on Monday and Friday have to be so short that I cut out most of my video, and I have a really hard time with that. So one of the things I've been doing is I cut the video like I normally would cut the video, and I set it for premiere 6 days after hashtag Monday Digs, or 6 days after the hashtag I Dig Fridays, and then I just cut it down to 14 minutes regardless, right? And it's easier for me to do that. Well, I messed up on Friday, and I didn't change the date. So Thursday at midnight, the full one went. I didn't have another video. Swampy did. Good job, buddy. I didn't have another video that wasn't already programmed out. And then I Dig Fridays came up with the short of the full one that already 80 to 100 people already saw that day. And I says, Juice, oh my God, Juice, I screwed up so bad. He's like, oh, honey, don't worry about it. Let's see how many people notice. One person noticed. One person.
Yep.
Well, we've got something big happening very soon.
Oh, I'm excited.
Squeak is, because of a very special person to us, very awesome person. They are donating to Squeak her very own GoPro.
Nice.
So Squeak she's been wanting to for a while. I've got a GoPro. She's been using the camera phone, and a lot of people have been complaining about, you got to turn your phone this way. You got to turn your phone this way. She's an 11-year-old little girl out metal detecting. Let her film how she's going to film.
Right.
That shows you how old I am. I'm talking about filming. We haven't used film in 30 years.
I do that too.
But she's getting her very own GoPro.
Nice.
That's in the mail now. It should be here tomorrow.
How exciting.
She's really looking forward to that. She wants to start do her own videos. And so we'll both be doing our video. Now, one thing about us, we don't edit our videos.
Yeah.
I literally get home, I take her phone and my GoPro, I put the clips together, however they fall in, and that's our videos. We really don't edit anything out.
Yeah.
Except for when she thinks she's filming and taking photos instead. Which
I've never done that.
It happens quite a bit. But and that's what I tell people. When you come to our channel, it's a dad and a daughter. We've been detecting together for over 6 years. She started right before she turned 5. We have fun. We're not in it for anything except having a good time. And you watch our videos, and that's exactly what we're doing. Hi, my money mess.
Hi, Ann. I'm so excited to see you. Can you hear me?
Hang on, I'm here.
Look at the fan going behind her. She looks like an angel.
Okay, I've got it muted now. How are we doing?
Do you see the light in the fan behind you?
I see the light.
Unfortunately, I didn't bring my hat, so y'all are all seeing the light in here.
Hey,
It
I'm
does. It's
getting
cool. It's
close to
okay.
you,
Just
Bill.
leave it. It's good, hon. I miss you. Here,
My-
hug. Virtual hug, Ann. I gotta give you a hug. It's been so long. Virtual hug. So you got the cup today. Let's see how good it came out. Are you almost organized?
My volume's real low on my phone. Let's see. Got it right here.
There. Oh, that did come out nice. There you guys
There it
go.
is.
Very nice. Okay, I
And
like
I found
it.
a perfect straw for it, so we're all good.
Perfect. Perfect. Nice. Okay, yay.
And I've already been drinking out of it.
Perfect. I'm gonna actually get myself one.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Yeah. So see, it does pay to answer the questions. Right?
We've got one, still got one of Swampy's first glasses right. Well, I keep turning the wrong way. Right there, actually.
Oh, right there, yeah.
Sitting right up there.
He does etching glasses.
Yep.
Very cool.
We looked at doing that and doing a little shot glass because everybody else was doing, pint glasses and mugs. I was like, I collect shot glasses. I got shot glasses all over this wall.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, we ought to do digging with Squeak shot glasses. And then we looked at the price to start up some of the etching.
Thank you, Danny D.
And yeah, we changed our mind and looked for curio cabinets instead.
Yeah, those cups can get very expensive.
The machine itself we were looking at was about $2,000. And
wow. Oh, you were looking at the
some
machine.
yeah.
Do you have a machine?
I'm using a Cricut machine to make decals. I do reverse decals, and then I use
Hi, Juice.
glass
How are you?
etching cream.
Hi, Carrie.
Hey, Juice.
The etching. The juice.
Nice. So, Anne, what'd you do today? Could she hear us? Oh, she's muted.
Uh-oh.
There you
I
go.
had a bunch of errands to run in town, so I didn't do much.
Went and ran the errands, huh?
Yeah.
That's always good. You live on a farm?
I didn't get a park. I had to go to several different grocery stores and lug all the groceries home and switch out cars, wait for 3 hours for a rental car, all the kind of nasty stuff. Tomorrow I'm playing, though.
Yeah, good. Good. So do you have anything you would like to share about your channel or anything like that?
I just put up a kayaking video yesterday.
Nice.
Yay.
Went kayaking. Cool. Okay, I have to write that down and check that out.
Yeah, it was the whole family there. Is like 20 some odd people. We just had a good time and, took over the river.
Nice. That's fun. Yeah, I really like going out in my kayak. It's really peaceful. Anyway, we were talking about, I was going to say something about putting in the pictures, how Squeak puts in the pictures and stuff like that, Bill. And what I've had to do now is I just let the whole thing run about 2 hours and then I go edit. Because what I'm famous for, you guys, is not knowing whether I'm actually recording or not. So I turn off the recorder for something or change the picture on it and don't hit record again. So I find that I do much better if I just leave it and let it run. Cut out sections.
That's what I think Squeak wants to do. And she loves Juice to death. I mean, Juice is Uncle Juice. And she loves what he does. He just runs 20 minutes, sets a timer for 20 minutes, starts swinging, and what he finds is what's on camera. 20 minutes, time to end it. And he'll do another 20 minutes. And that's she wants to kind of take a page out of that. And I think that's pretty cool. I mean, GoPro batteries will last, 30, 40 minutes, Yeah. So I think, she starts doing that. She'll like that a lot more than trying to set it up and start filming on the phone. And, because she's had some awesome, amazing finds. Went to record and snapped a picture, and she's talking for like 3 or 4 minutes and hits it again and takes another picture. So I'm looking, I can tell when she started and when she stopped. But she wants to start doing that now, and I think it'll be cool.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think that'd be really cool.
I-
Juice has a
I'm
lot.
just gonna wait for Squeak to say, "All right, got the timer set. 20-minute live digger aqua chigger."
You know, one of the best times she's ever had. Her and Juice went head to head.
Oh, nice. Juice
That was
gotta
one of
touch
the that was one of the coolest days that she's had. You know, as far as being on camera and having fun. And I'm just walking behind her. I'm filming her while her and Juice are going back and forth and digging. And you know, unfortunately, Juice, you know, lost. But
Of course she did.
she wants to do it again, though. She's been begging me to get Juice to go head to head with her again.
Juice rocks like that.
You hear that, Juice? I can see him over there.
Challenge. I see a challenge, Juice.
Oh, she's been calling him out for months.
Oh, man. I hear what she's screaming. You're going to lose again, Juice.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Rematch. And you
been,
better lose again, Juice.
Juice
Don't
has
make
been
me
talking
talk
about
to you.
head-to-heads with people, and I think that's an awesome idea. I mean,
I
you
do.
know, we have so many metal detecting channels out here, magnet fishing channels, but not so many, and not like a competition head-to-head, but you know what? I'm on my spot, you're on my spot. Let's stream together. Let's have a good time. Let's just start swinging and see where it goes. And I think that's really awesome. We love watching things like that.
I don't know if Plugs has done it the last couple Saturdays, but for a while, I think it was Saturday morning at 7 a.m. He was having a live, and all these people, all these metal detectors from all over was coming in and metal detecting on the screen, like how we have the screen set up.
Yeah.
And I just think that would be like way cool. You know, I love that when they do that. And I, you know, it's the same type of stuff. You don't have to actually travel anywhere.
Right.
You're in your own yard or your own park or your own thing. And it's just cool. I think it's really cool.
I got to put my detector on the charger. I almost forgot.
Oh, you can't forget that. It doesn't work well if it's not charged, buddy.
Nope. And I'm going out to an airboat meetup rendezvous place tomorrow, so I want the detector with me to see what those airboat captains have dropped in the water.
Oh, nice. Stay away from the gators.
Yep. Oh, and this place has lots of them. Big ones.
My buddy got himself good the other day. He's one of the ones that spent all that money getting the Deus too. He charged the pod, charged his headphones, forgot to charge his coil, and he drove about 2 hours to detect.
Oops. That's one of the things I like about this Legend. If I've got I bring the cords, you know, the cords are already in my car, most of them. And I can use any charger. I've got the external battery for it. But if I forget to charge that, I can plug this thing into my car's battery charger. You know, into there. Or if I've got one of those little pocket phone chargers, I can plug that on and just tape it to my detector and go. I don't even have to wait for it to finish charging. That's one of the nice things that Nocta did with that, with the detector.
Cool.
I've seen a lot of people jump on that Legend. I've heard good things about it. I mean, it's
a good machine.
They make an awesome machine. You know, I mean, you know, we're not going to brand jump. I mean, we've been dealing with Mind Lab for a while. We got the Squeaky Knox and my 2 Knoxes, and Squeak turned down a Deus. Her sponsor here handed her a Deus, and he said, "If you like it, it's yours." And she's swinging it. She goes, "I'll keep my Knox."
She did have the Garrett. She did have the Garrett guy that said, "So how do you like that Garrett?"
Oh my gosh,
he got a dirty look.
Oh my gosh, we went to an event here in Virginia, and she found a 10-bullet spill, natural spill, and she's pulling out these Sharps carbine bullets. And the Garrett rep for the event, he came up behind her. They were getting a picture of, because she's the youngest kid in this event, and they're trying to get a picture of, you know, everybody. And he's like, "So how do you like your Garrett machine?" She's like, "I don't. I like my Vanquish 440." And turned around, they snapped the picture, and the poor guy's face was a rock. He was so mad.
That would be a good commercial.
You know, what are you going to do? You know, you ask a 10-year-old, and she's going to tell you the truth. You know,
right? But a lot of that is what you get used to. And then, I mean, I've never had a metal detector, so I don't know. But I hear that you have to like relearn them and get used to a new one if you change.
Yes.
You do, and the only reason she didn't like the dais, she had a tumor in her right ear, and after that surgery, she's 80% deaf in that ear.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to hear tones is really hard for her.
Right.
She loves the tones on the Knox. The Knox tones, they're high enough that she can hear them perfectly. She can't run the iron because she can't hear the grunts, but the tones she can hear perfectly. A lot of other detectors, and the dais included, she just can't hear the tones right. You know, he's running over a silver $50 with it, and I can hear it coming out of the headphones. She runs it over, you can hear it through the headphones. She can't hear it. So, you know, you got to stick with what you can do.
Yeah, what works for you. Yeah.
And some detectors have an issue with different medical conditions. I mean, with my implant, my Garrett.
Hi, Park Rat.
My Garrett, 3 of the 4 channels were getting EM interference from my implant.
Oh.
So it didn't make sense to have a Garrett when I can't use.
Yeah.
I can only use a quarter of its functionality, and the Nocta Macro, I'm not getting any EM interference on that Nocta with my implant.
Everybody see this? Thank you, Magnet Fine. I truly, truly appreciate that. That means a lot. It means a lot to everybody in this chat. You folks in here are the best. My favorite chat is right here. Best people. I'm sorry, I can't read that well.
Yay.
Yay, thank you. That means a lot. Anyway, so we have 20 more minutes till it's dead time for sure, because we usually like to leave at 8:30.
It's 11:40 here.
Yeah, does anybody have any questions for anybody up here? Or are you guys ready to cut it? Because it's usually between 8:30 and 9 we cut it. Any questions? Quick, we have people on here. Hey, Grandma. Me love Grandma. I love you too, Juicy. Juicy, we need to schedule something. I already scheduled this week out, but I want it to be a special day for you because you have a special day in my heart, Juicy. Anyway.
Oh.
I do love Well, Arthur. I love Arthur.
You don't so much like Juice, huh?
No, I love Juice. Smart Alec. But I know Arthur. I'm in love with Arthur, and if I wasn't so dang old, dude, I'd be giving that Alicia girl a run for her money. But I'm old. I'm too old, and then, you know, so many men, so little time. Wouldn't want to have to chew them up and spit them out like they do the rest of them. Apparently, no. Too much information. On we go. That's why we can't have rings.
Yeah, I was telling somebody earlier that they were talking about divorces and whatnot, and just say, every year for the anniversary of my ex-wife and I's divorce, I send her a get well soon card.
Oh, but you're still thinking about her every year.
Yeah, she kind of grows on you like a fungus or something.
Yeah, I just have to say this, Bill, and I'm going to say with all my heart, and if any of my ex-husbands are listening, I have to say this. I love every one of my ex-husbands. Now.
Now that they're not there.
Yep. Now that we don't have to live together. Now that we don't have to make decisions together. Now we don't have to talk about spending money together. Yes, Juice, I'm a big player. Big time player. Spread the rumor about me.
Yeah, we love watching Juice too. We're watching him on our phones, so trying to do chats and whatnot. And we're bad about watching a video and moving to the next one, and then it'll be 3 or 4 hours later, like, man, I forgot to put a like on that video. You gotta go back. So
yeah, I've been having juice and coffee every morning for a long time now.
I haven't been waking up early enough for coffee. I woke up this morning at the crack of noon.
Whatever time you wake up is coffee time.
Yeah.
It's the first ritual of the day.
Yes.
Oh.
No matter what, if you sleep till 3 in the afternoon.
I've done that too.
Juice Squeaky's good, brother. You know, they after last week, you know, Mama Squeak decided, you know, that her and the kids just they wanted a break, so they went down to the beach for a couple of days, and I'm taking over her shifts, and they're having a great time, just getting away from everything and everybody. So, you know, they're good to go, brother.
So what do you do, Bill?
I'm in law enforcement.
That was general.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife and I are actually partners. So
You married your partner?
well, we are special police. We're sworn in
Okay.
as special police officers. We contract. I own my company. We're sworn in as special police. We contract to the Jewish community here in Richmond.
Okay.
So we spend every day protecting almost 400 kids. We love it. We have a massive preschool that we deal with, summer camps.
I might even.
Now we're moving back into the school year, so we'll be doing that as well. So that's what we love.
I am when I started driving by the synagogue over here in our areas and the Jewish schools, and started having to see them have actual armed guards there.
Yep.
I thought, you know, what the hell is this world coming to? And we're not political here, and we're positive here. But every time I drive by that, I get mad. And I get mad because just because of somebody's religion or because they feel a little different or anything like that is not a reason to ever make their life feel like that's in danger.
But you know, here's and we've been contracting out here. I've had my company for 10 years now. And we've been contracting there, and they're awesome people there.
Absolutely.
And because it's me and my wife that do this together, the parents get to know us by first name. The kids all know us by first name. They know our kids. And we try to keep it that way. We try not to make our presence intimidating for them. Now, at first, you know, we get new parents that come in, they meet us.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm a pretty intimidating dude when you walk up on me when I'm not in gear. When I am in gear, you know, it's a little worse. So we do everything we can to. We call them our little buddies. We get down on their level. We talk to them. We play with them. You know, we spend a lot of time. You're going to be a butthead, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm being good today. I'm kidding.
anytime we have the camera going, she's got to get in it somehow.
That's
but
better than mine. Mine sits outside the door and whines, and so now she's 2 doors out. Okay, anyway, sorry.
And, you know, we when we first started doing this, there we spoke with each other about what we needed to do.
Thank you so much.
And you know, and what we've done so far over the past 10 years, you know, the parents have come to really love it. The kids love it. The people that come from the outside there, they love it, and we're more part of a family than, you know, the officers that work here. You know, it's that's Bill and Jen, you know. So that's what we really love. But when it comes down to needing to, you know, sort stuff out, we've got such a rapport with the kids that they know if we tell them to do something, you know, they do it immediately. You know, we just had a close action drill a couple months ago, and we were very impressed with, and we hate doing it because it does cause a lot of fear, but we're going down the hallways, hitting classrooms, everybody on the floor. And not one of the kids did not listen to exactly what we said. And
they did it right away.
We thought that was really awesome. You know, they trust us that much.
But to me, it's just hi, Juice. Thank you, Juice. To me, it's just very sad that that it's gotten to the point where that has to happen.
Yeah, right? it is sad. And, you know, we do 2 synagogues outside of that in the city. And a lot of the families in these synagogues have family at the Tree of Life. And, you know, it's been a really tough time. And there's some, for lack of better words, just really crap people in the world. And, even with what we do, I think the more we show that we're from outside of this community and we're willing to put our life on the line for you. You know, you may not even know our name, but we love y'all
Right.
that much.
Right.
We're going to do this. And,
Yep.
you know, it's people laugh all the time because you got a couple of Anglican Catholics protecting the Jewish community.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I grew up with my mom, and my mom was a great influence. I have, on the other side of my family, I have a grandma who is so prejudiced against everybody and everything. But my mother always had this attitude with us all the time. Thank God we're not all the same. It would be so boring. And she always says, think of all the food that we wouldn't be able to eat if we were all the same. It was like, great.
Food.
You know, some of the teenagers that we have that we deal with, you know, we like to open up and talk to them.
Mhm.
And, you know, a lot of these teenagers, you know, they're from Jewish communities in the bigger cities where there is a lot more racism. There's a lot more intimidation. And, you know, we tell them anybody can change. I grew up in the deep swamps of South Louisiana. My daddy was a high ranking member of the Klan, you know, and one thing he told me and my brothers before he died, he said, I want you boys to be half as prejudiced as I was. I want your kids to be half as prejudiced as you.
Right.
And when we first heard that, it didn't make any sense. You know, but as I get older and I start seeing things, I'm like, you know, that's actually a good philosophy. You know, it's you always try. So, you know, and we tell these teenagers this, and the teenagers are like, wow, I never thought of it that way. Well, that's kind of the best way to think about it. You know, you don't overpressure yourself. You give yourself time to adjust. Because let's face it, if I had to be a teenager today, there's no way.
Yeah.
My 22-year-old son, I can't understand half the things he says because he's part of the new generation.
Right.
You know, and he'll try to tell me a joke, and I'm sitting here looking at him. He's like, okay, Dad, let me break this down. It's like the reverse of a dad joke coming from my son. You know, so, I mean, like I said, you know, we try and, you know, pat myself on the back. I think we do a pretty good job with it, and we love what we do.
And you know, I love my grandma, even though the way she is, and my memories of her is like of a comic book character, you know, the old lady with curlers in her hair and the cigarette hanging out. I'm like, God damn, that's grandma.
Yep.
God damn. And that's really is grandma. But my mother used to always say to me, don't worry, this will die off.
Yeah.
And it was not until I was much older where I went, oh, we're never going to change her.
Don't feel bad. My grandma taught me how to dip.
Yeah. Well, there you go. We're never going to change her. And it's her insecurity with herself that makes her fear people who are different than her. And that's almost how my mother was about everything. And I was a much older teenager before that ringing in my ears that my mom would ever say when I get really, can you believe what grandma said? And I'm a little kid, right? And she's just, don't worry, this will die off too. And I never ever thought she was talking about, well, grandma will be dead and the problem will be gone. But that's exactly what my mother meant.
I mean, you know, we always heard growing up, you know, you don't have to love the sin to love the sinner.
Right. That's true.
You know, and we look at it as everybody's who they are.
You
know, the last thing we can do is judge somebody else on themselves.
Right.
You
and
know,
she's just a product of
don't walk a mile in my shoes, you know.
Right.
I mean, and unfortunately people do take it to extremes now. I mean, I'm in Richmond. You know, we had some beautiful, beautiful statues, regardless of what they were for, or your stance. They were beautiful pieces of history that, to me, we have battlefields all over the place, protected battlefields. These statues could have been moved there. Instead, they're literally disassembled, sitting in the waste treatment plant here in the city. You know, and people said we want them off of Monument Avenue, we want them out of the city. Well, that's fine. We have over 10,000 acres of protected battlefield. Let's move them to the battlefields where people who do want to enjoy them can, in a setting that is great for what they are.
And I think we need to see them so we don't forget.
Yeah. And not just that, but see them as I mean, these are
Right. It's perfect.
massive
Yeah.
statues that
Right.
so much hard work went into making. They're beautiful statues.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know, they really are. And that's not only have we lost the history, but we're losing the art aspect of that
A
too.
bit too. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. It's just so much stuff these days.
Yeah.
This is the because I have two 16-year-old twins and I have a 15-year-old girl.
Hmm.
So they're all about the pronoun at the moment.
Right.
Okay. And I don't care what you do or how you feel. I really don't. I don't talk about how I feel. So I don't really want to hear what you feel. But my daughter will have a whole bunch of her friends over, and then I have to remember whose pronoun is whose. And I can't do that. I'm doing good if I remember your name, sweetheart. You know what I mean?
We
I
went through
can't do
that.
that. So then what I did this. I went, time out, girls. This is how it's going to be in this house if you want to be in this house.
No.
This is your majesty, and you will only refer to me as that, and I will only refer to you as those who are not worthy. And they all laugh.
Yeah.
And it's really funny because in my house, that's how.
We are very open to anybody. We really are. But at the preschool that's at the center, some of the teachers have come in with the pronouns, and every year at the start of the school year, my wife and I we get in uniform, we go and we speak to all the teachers. And this year it really kind of stunned us because one of them said, "And what pronoun do you all use?" And the director of the preschool looked at him and said, "Pronoun Bill, pronoun Jenny. That's it."
Yeah, that's it. I don't mean to. I'm not trying to be politically incorrect or not feeling to person's needs, but man, I'm doing good, honey, if I'm not calling you the dog's name.
Yeah.
Right. Well, my son came up to me in his senior year in high school, and he said, "Dad, I've decided I identify as a wrench." And I go, "A wrench?" And just kind of looked at him funny, and he goes, "Well, do you know what that is?" And I went, "Yes, you're a tool." And he got what I was saying right off the bat. He's a sharp kid. He just looked at me and he just went, and I got the middle finger.
I mean, we try, we do. We try, but I tell people like this, I'm about to be 48 years old. I'm more than set in my ways. I've earned my bubble. I've earned everything I'll never have. I work 6 days a week for everything we'll never afford to own.
Mm-hmm.
I will address you how I see you. And if that's not okay with you, then don't have me address you at all.
Right. I don't mean to ever offend anybody. And the teenagers get offended. It's like, dude, I can't keep up.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't. You need a scorecard. You need your sheet that you keep right there. And we just won't do it. We'll give you the respect of the human being that you are.
Yeah, you are human. I love you because you're human.
Yep. And as long as you treat us with respect, we will treat you with respect. And we've always been that way. And I teach my kids that. Accept people for who they are.
Janet, my 3 teenagers some days make me feel just old as dirt. Old as dirt lately. And I'm not that old, but and then changing words. They have words that mean different things all the time. And it's like this quiz. Mom, do you know what this means? And I say, yeah, I know exactly what that means. Da, 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 da. They said, no, now we say it to mean this. And I'm like, I'm not playing that game.
Grandma, I am so much of a swamp rat that Squeak has to pick contacts in my phone for me because I don't know. And she's 11.
Yeah, I have this Jordan boy who's always bailing out my computers.
So, like I said, we're just who we are. We love what we do. We love getting out and having a good time.
Yep.
That's all we want out of life.
Yes.
We work hard. We play hard. Accept us for who we are. Don't accept us at all. That's just how we've always been.
Yeah. I so love people. I so love people. And my wish for people is just please live life. Don't take it so seriously.
Yeah. No one comes
Live
out of it
life.
alive.
Have fun.
Right.
Yeah, we all end up in the same place at the end. Have fun. Live life. Don't miss out because of and hey, quit judging people on things. You judge yourself on your intentions. This younger group will say, she did that on purpose. No, she didn't do it on purpose. She doesn't even know you're mad at her.
Yeah.
Go
Right.
check it out to make sure, and fix the problem. Just fix the
Yeah.
problem. Be happy, guys.
I tell people all the time, how much of life have you lost already being mad at things you can't explain?
Right.
Just you don't have to let it go, but just step back and take a breath. Enjoy
Right.
what's around you,
Right.
and just calm yourself down a little bit.
Right. There's so much to.
Yeah.
Oh, Jill, I spank all my kids, man. I have arthritis. Every so often I want to hit the big ones up over the head and they go like this. Come on, Mom. It's going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt me. Come on, Mom.
My dad used to whoop the losers.
Kidding.
I'm the youngest and smallest of 5 boys.
Oh,
And yeah, my dad used to whoop the losers. If we had the energy to fight, we better win.
oh no, I would never do that. But I've had arthritis since I've been like 29, and my kids have all known that. So they're like, yeah, spank me, Mom. It's like you little brat.
You're better than my mom. My mom would walk out back and snap a limb off a willow tree about 14 foot long and chase us around the backyard.
But I bet she felt better after she chased you around for a while.
Oh man. And then she'd get hers in. She'd get her licks in.
See, I would just quit. Anyway, okay, guys. It is now 9:00. It is cut down time. Done. You need to go to bed. I want you to go to bed. I want you to get up tomorrow. Have a great day. I want you to do positive, fabulous things. We are looking at Thursday is going to be Thursday. I wrote you down. Is going to be Jenny finds pennies. We will get her link up. Please, you guys, watch a few of her videos before Thursday if you find the time, so you can come with questions. And please do come with questions. On Saturday, we're going to have Relic Reaper up. So same thing with Relic Reaper. And then on next Tuesday, we're going to have I Am Jackson. And if any of you guys ever want to get on this list, or you just want to come sit up on panel, for the last part to get used to being on panel, so you'll be better to get interviewed, please let me know. And remember too, if at any time we're interviewing you, I had somebody before who was really nervous, and I said, just say spaghetti. We'll end the interview and invite other people up. So you can always step away if you start getting too nervous, okay?
Is that the new safe word is spaghetti?
Spaghetti. I don't know how we came up with spaghetti, but spaghetti. I said, it doesn't even have to make sense. Just say, oh, spaghetti, Kelly. And we'll just shut that sucker down.
It can be intimidating at first.
It can be. But we're not an intimidating group, and you never know where else in life you're going to have to go out and interview, or where else in life you're going to have to go talk to people. And I want to keep this a safe space, okay? This needs to stay safe. It needs to stay as positive as we can, and help each other out with ideas on how to grow and how to solve problems and stuff like that. So horse pickles, I like that one.
Horse pickles.
Horse pickles is a good one, because when are you going to say that? Okay, everybody. Good night, all. Grandma Kelly loves you. See you, love you. Bye. Panel, can you stay for a second? Love you all.